Welcome to the Week 8 edition of Friday Football Fever. I'm Albert Alvarado, sports reporter with the Killeen Daily Herald. Alan Mandel's on the DL, so you guys get me this week. First, we're going to talk about big matchup. Copperas Cove travels to Waco to take on the Midway Panthers. Clay Whittington, who covers Copperas Cove for us. Clay, tell me about this big matchup.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's a big one. It doesn't get much bigger. The district championship is kind of in the balance here. Both teams come in undefeated in district. Midway's undefeated overall. So the winner of this will have a huge edge in the advantage for that district championship. Midway's had it for the last 2 years, and Cove is a proud program, and they desperately want that back. So coming off last week's game against Ellison, they had one of their best all-around performances on both sides of the ball. Racked up over 600 yards of offense, and while holding the Eagles to less than 200, or right around 200. So they're feeling good about themselves. Manny Harris has been back for a couple weeks, all of district now. So, that's obviously clicking and flowing, and it's going to be interesting to see how they stack up against Midway, because Midway has athletes all over the field, and they can run the ball, they can pass the ball, they can do pretty much anything they want to do. So it's going to be interesting. But last year was still sticks with a lot of the Cove players. They went to Midway and were down 21 points in the second half and came all the way back to force overtime before losing. So a lot of these seniors remember that, and they're going to be they want to get a little revenge for that after having such a painful loss. But it's not going to be easy, because Midway is state ranked for a reason, and they bring it every week. You probably know as well as anybody, having watched them play last week. So, I mean, maybe you can attest a little more to this, but they're solid all over the field.
Oh, man, last week of course, I cover the Shoemaker Grey Wolves. I was at that game last week with, Midway coming here to Leo Buckley Stadium and ran away with a 44-6 win. Midway put up 35 quick points in the first half. Talk about athletes. I mean, Shoemaker is athletic as you can get, or one of the more athletic teams in the district. But even then, Midway just had so much depth. Looking at Midway's roster, you have 4 kids who are committed, 4 seniors on the Midway roster who are committed to a Division I school, and you have 3 more that have gotten some interest. So right there, you have at least 7 Division I caliber athletes. That team is stacked. Team's loaded. So it'll be a fun game to cover this week. I know Clay, you'll probably have fun there covering this game, looking at a lot of kids from both sides who will be looking at in a few years when we tune in to our Saturday college football games and thinking, hey, I saw that kid play. Well, that's it for the Copperas Cove edition of Friday Football Fever. Remember to go to kdhpressbox.com Saturday morning and read more about this game.